of you that I may not have met, I'm Audrey Shepard. I'm a freshman here at UCM. I am the writer of Forget About It, as well as the director for this particular production. Thank you all for being here. This is an amazing crowd, and I couldn't be more thankful to all of you that are here. Also, if any of you are just here to see Forget About It, after Forget About It at 8, we have a show from our improv team, Shenanigans. Raise your hand here for our Shenanigans. But for Forget About It is a one-act play that I've been in the course of writing over the last 3 years, and I'm really happy with the point that it's at, and I'm really happy that I get the opportunity to premiere one of my works on stage for the really first time. We have an amazing cast that over the last few weeks have been really bringing the works that I wrote on the page to life, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. They've all been incredible. A brief content warning before the show. It contains profanity and mentions of violence and murder, so just keep that in mind. For those of you in this side of the house, there's a camera back there that's going to be recording the run, so if you need to get up at any point, just be aware that you might be in the way of that. But, yeah, I think that should be it. Without further ado, Forget About It. Send me a kiss by wire, baby, my heart's on fire. Ah! You lose me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me that you're mine.
Mr. Valentino, we get 3 o'clock is here.
By all means, send them in.
All right, boys. Bring him in.
Mr. B, I swear, I'll have your money by next week. I just need more time, please.
I'm getting tired of hearing your excuses, Clayton. Your loan has been extended twice, out of the kindness of my heart and out of mercy for your life. You see these boys here? They told me since day one that you were trouble. I went against my better judgment. I let you off multiple times. Now it would appear you just need a little reminder of what's ahead for you if you don't comply and give me my 10 grand.
Mr. Valentino, I'm good for it. I promise. 1 more week is all I need, and I'll have your money to you in full. Plus interest, 10% interest for the month that got held back. 11,000 in cash. You won't have to see or hear from me again. I swear to God.
You know, I'm afraid God isn't available at the moment. But I know someone who is.
What's going on? Where are they going? Shh.
Don't worry about it. I just want you to sit there and think about that month you took off not giving me my money. I gave you so many chances, and look where it got me.
You need some water, boss?
No, Lucy, I don't need any water.
Are you sure? Because that cough's sounded pretty violent. I wouldn't want you to get in
Lucy, I don't need the damn water!
You think? I knew you needed it. I'm going to go get it right now. Do not put the glass down.
Please. What are you looking at?
You did sound like you needed the water.
Excuse me?
Hey, I get it. I used to be a smoker too. That stuff rips you apart from the inside. You know, I know a good doctor if you ever want.
This doesn't concern you. Giovanni, Mateo, where the hell is he?
Come on. Who is that?
This is Boris, a business associate of mine. Forgive him, he's not very talkative. He prefers to communicate through gratuitous violence.
Mr. Valentino, I'll get you the money, whatever the hell you want. I can have it by next week. I just need the time.
Oh, you'll get your time, and you'll get me my money, every penny of it. But I'd overshoot a bit. You'll need a decent buffer for the hospital bills. Now I'm gonna give you a little choice here.
Which leg you think you need more, huh?
I'm back!
Oh, Jesus.
I got a little while.
Lucy, this really isn't a good
Well,
time.
Boris, I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Lucy, will you please just let me have this?
That was awful rude.
I didn't ruin your big moment, boss. I'm sorry.
Hey, I don't think you should be the one apologizing. He really isn't being respectful to you.
You know, I don't remember this having anything to do with you.
Maybe if you had your crap together, I wouldn't have to butt in.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Someone who doesn't have their crap.
All right, that's it. Now, you listen here, you little runt. Your insubordination's gonna cost you. So in terms of which leg is gonna get snapped, I'll let our friend here decide. After all, Boris is quite the aficionado of shattering bones of our deadbeats. So how about you?
Incorrect.
I beg your pardon?
I no longer shatter bones.
What?
Boris has turned over new leaf. Boris is the reborn man.
Reborn.
Boris has seen the truth. Boris is now pacifist.
Pacifist? Last week I saw you flossing your teeth with someone's clavicle. Where was your pacifism then?
I have spent long time begging forgiveness for great violence. But days of splitting leg like twig are over. I have seen truth.
Truth. What truth?
The one and only truth.
Your leg breaker is a Mormon?
Oh. I don't even know who I'm mad at anymore. Boris, how could you do this to me? You were like my son. You made me wanted in 72 countries for first-degree murder and have a skull collection that rivals the Paris catacombs, but you were like a son to me.
You cannot respect my decision now that I've seen the light. I must now go. Das vidanya.
Boris! Boris, no, you can't be, please! Oh, Boris! Boris!
Well, it's been great, but,
Hey, you're not leaving. You still owe me my 10 grand.
okay, calm down. It's clear things haven't really held up since you took over, and I don't even think this is about me anymore. You really don't seem, cut out for this type of work.
What are you, my agent? If I want to run a mob, I'm going to run a mob.
And why do you even want to? You know you're never gonna live up to what your father did. You're kind of falling apart here.
That's not true. I'm picking up right where he left off, and I can have you killed at a moment's notice.
Your father was a legend. I mean, everyone's heard of putting horse heads in mattresses, but committing mass murder with a cannoli? That is legendary stuff. He was like a real-life version of all the famous crime kingpins put together. Corleone, Montana, Soprano, Sabaro, every last one of them. And I don't blame you for trying, but you ain't ever gonna live up to that.
It's not true. I'm not going to take the advice of a bum, especially not one that has such a lack of respect for my work.
Well, if you can't respect my lack of respect, then I will see myself out.
Fine, then leave.
say it, but he's kind of got a point here. You're not doing very well.
I don't think anybody's paid their debts since, well, you know.
Yeah.
No one showed me the ins and outs of being a crime boss. I didn't know how hard it was going to be.
We really do business with drug cartels and shady businessmen, so honestly, it's not that surprising.
It's like the whole business model.
We're pretty well known for having unreliable clientele. It's kind of why we had to start breaking people's legs.
Yeah.
I didn't know people weren't going to want to pay up their debts. My father never showed me the ins and outs of things, so I'm just kind of winging it here.
Listen, Adrian, I don't...
My name is not Adrian. It's Adriano, and as the boss of this family, you'll address me as Don Valentino.
Oh, that's a good one.
Who do you think you are, Don Valentino?
What? That's what you call my father?
Yeah, well, your father's gone. I admire your efforts, kid, but you ain't no Don Valentino, and you never will be.
I think it's time you stop playing dress up and move on with your life,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
Well, if you're just gonna sit in and criticize me, then you can leave too.
Well then, just let me tell you this. If you want to be more like your dad, maybe don't shop for your suits at Spirit Halloween, okay?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, and maybe stop chewing on cotton balls while you're doing your evil villain monologues. You look like a French bulldog when you do that.
Yeah, French bulldog. Yeah. Loser!
I know things seem rough, boss, but you'll land on your feet.
How? As much as I want to admit it, as much as I want to deny it, they're right. I'm drowning in unpaid debt. My employees all think I'm a joke. If my father could see me now, I bet he'd be so disappointed.
Well, maybe it's good that he's dead so he can't be here to see you disappointing him. but I'm sure that you'll honor his legacy. You just need to get things going again.
How? I can never be the kind of mob boss he was. I mean, he really was a legend. You know how he died? He got mowed down by a firing squad in a Fazoli's. I'm never gonna get that epic.
You're right, you can never do that. But that just means you have to find success in running things your own way. And you could be great too. And I'll help you get there. You didn't need it.
Didn't need them. Lucy, you're right. I don't need them. I don't need anyone. I can do this all on my own. It was never my problem. It was my stupid Hapless employees. Thanks, Lucy. You're fired.
But boss, that's not what I meant.
Oh, no, don't doubt yourself now. You really had...
No.
You really had a great idea. Listen, I'll leave you a big horse head when I make it big, all right?
But
I won't forget you.
he's gonna get himself killed. Ugh. I need to find another way to get through to him. He just doesn't understand. He doesn't listen to sense or logic or reason or anything. All he listens to is his ego. His ego. That's it!
Well, Frankie, she was my little and many Johnny's loved him. Lay down honey for a suit of clothes, don't see them. Walking arm in arm down along the canal, smart regular Johnny boy, everybody knows. Well, Frankie, she ain't wrong with me.
Nothing's working. I even put all these blank pieces of paper on my desk to seem busy and hard to work.
Pay up. Damn it!
What, one of you guys win?
No, we were betting on how long you'd go before you realized the papers were a stupid idea. I had less than 20 minutes.
Why did I think you'd make it to 30? We told you they wouldn't work.
Don't blame yourself. He doesn't listen to us anyways.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe both of you should reconsider who you're working for.
Respectfully, you are the least threatening person I think I've ever met.
Yeah, and disrespectfully, you don't own us just because you pay us $7.25 an hour.
Why did I hire you two?
You needed more help?
You thought hiring women as bodyguards made you woke?
Two women you found on the street corner.
Offered us minimum wage with no benefits.
Sat us in a corner for 3 hours in an office lined with asbestos and expected us to bow down to you.
Both of you, shut up! If I didn't have a headache from banging my head in the wall and getting the worst one from you two babbling. And don't get it twisted, you both are incredibly replaceable. I just have you watch the door like as a courtesy. You know what? I like the asbestos. I think it gives the office a real air of,
Lung cancer?
I was gonna say sophistication.
Listen, Adrian, I don't want to...
My name is not Adrian. It's Adriano. And as your boss, you'll address me as Mr. Valentino. I'm your boss.
Not really. This is more like a symbiotic relationship in nature.
What does that mean?
Okay. So you know how like in the deep sea, sometimes those big fish have little tiny fish eat the parasites off their teeth so they don't get sick? Well, as a result, the fish can hide its shark's mouth for safety and the shark protects the fish so it can clean its teeth. But realistically, the fish isn't safe, but it's rather cleaning the teeth that might later rip him in half!
Who am I? Never mind. Just go on a break. I need space to think. And if you don't have anything nice to say when you come back, don't.
See ya, Adrian.
Nothing is working. I don't know what else to do. It's not like an opportunity for easy success is just gonna kick in my door. You all right?
You have a very strong door. Let's start this over. Can I just say it is quite the honor to be in the esteemed office of the esteemed Adriano Valentino.
Sorry,
Quite a pleasure.
do I know you?
I'm the criminologist, and I'm here to help you.
Sorry, sir, you're a little bit late for that. I'm officially on my own.
You don't even know the kind of services I can offer you.
If this is going where I think it's going, I'm not looking.
I mean, services in the way of being a criminal, because let's be honest with ourselves here, you're 10,000 in the hole, and you need somebody to toss you a shovel. Well, I am that somebody, and my shovel is really good. For metaphors I don't want to finish.
Sorry, sir, but people who die with honor don't do it because they're employees.
But I'm not an employee! I'm an independent contractor.
What does that mean?
It means I do work for you, but I don't work for you. You see, I agree with you. Things are obviously going swimmingly here, but I just want to help you out of the kindness of my heart. You don't need me whatsoever. I would just be honored for such an opportunity because I am such a big fan of your work.
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose a good nerve to take a few suggestions. So, how would you like to help me, Mr. the Criminologist?
Well, first of all, we need to get you up to speed. As I'm sure you've already decided, obviously, no disrespect to what it is you do, but it's a little old-fashioned.
I thought it was vintage, just the way my dad always had it.
But that's not the kind of criminal people want to be afraid of these days. The systems have radically changed. People don't want to see Scarface mowing down his adversaries in a brutal flaming massacre. They want to see someone who has to really consider the consequences of their actions and how it all affects them emotionally. And then mow down their adversaries in a brutal flaming massacre. They want kingpins with depth and edge. You simply don't have that.
You really think the world's moved on like that?
Well, you probably should have less in your office.
All right then. How do I get this depth and edge?
I'm going to set you up a meeting with the AIDS.
The AIDS?
Gang! You know, the Association of Incredibly Devious Souls.
The Association of Incredibly Devious Souls.
Yep, the AIDS.
No comments on the name?
There's nothing wrong with AIDS.
Never mind. These AIDS. What's their deal?
They are the most distinguished rivalry ever created. Forged from villains from all over the world. Household names, really. Gathered together to unite in villainy. They're new, they're hip, they're terrifying, and they can give you some proper tips on how to be a proper, intimidating, modern villain.
I don't know. Do you really think this is gonna work?
Kid,
I'm 38.
whatever. I will make you a king with a legacy that will never be forgotten. A presence so remarkable. You won't die in a fazoli's. You'll die in an Olive Garden.
That's my biggest dream. You hear that, Dad? Your little know-nothing kid is worth endless breadsticks. So, this is the Association of Incredibly Devious Souls.
No need to be formal. Call us the AIDS.
Well, I suppose it would be a little too evil not to introduce everybody here, so why don't we get started? Well, to begin here, we have waterways. He's a drug dealer.
State by alias. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be that guy from Break.
No.
Whoa, let's slow down there, buddy. We here at AIES would never endorse something as heinous as copyright infringement, now would we?
No.
Our friend Waterway here is completely, creatively, and artistically ambiguous. And any relation he may have to a pre-existing character is just in your head. And if you think that he looks a little too much like a certain copyrighted character based on his satirical nature, he would fall under the definition of parody and would not be liable for lawsuit. Unless we should forget our association motto.
We are all villains, but the only true villain in heaven, earth, and sea is the FCC. Alrighty then, let's continue Robot of death sent from the far future to kill. Who is it you came for again? Can't imagine why. And who could forget? Cannibal Lester.
Yes. I apologize. Our seventh member couldn't be here today. I saw him last at lunch.
Was he sick or something, or? All right, well, this has been a blast. Next up is the Sword and Sorceress of the South. Major destruction and chaos.
Although lately I've become far more popular as a broad lately. I still love being evil for the
tried making me a lead too, but it didn't quite work. Turns out I'm a little too savage.
I thought it was because people didn't like Emma Stone as much as Idina Menzel.
It was quite simpler than that. Turns out to make the audience root for the bad guy, it's a lot easier to be misunderstood, rather than someone who just skins cute puppies for fun. This was the last white rhinoceros.
I am pumped. And who could forget the Jokester? The clown with the royal acclaim for terrorizing the big city.
And for being repeatedly portrayed by actors that take completely different directions from my character.
We can all agree with that. And we can all agree that one of them is easily the best one.
Hey, you're pushing it a little.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, can I get a drum roll? Esteemed podcast from the biggest city this side of New Hampshire, Adriano Valentino!
So, what's up with the police these days? I'm just out committing mass murder and they're all like, I don't think so, pal. And what's up with customs? All I'm trying to do is smuggle a few pounds of illegal narcotics over the border and they're all like, it's a federal offense. I thought this was the land of the free.
One moment, please.
Look, Vath, you're not going to get anywhere lying to them like this. You just need to own up. You fully are.
The Adriano Valentino.
All right, look, gentlemen. I'm sorry for wasting time, but I'm not the psycho murderer kingpin I've led you to believe. I'm no real criminal. I mean, the worst thing I did this week was stealing those taquitos from the gas station.
Stealing? I'm sorry, you stole them, like you just took them without asking.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God. What else have you done this week? What other terrible things?
Yes. What other devious human activities have you partaken in?
Pretty much scheduled this whole meeting just to waste your time.
Oh my God! You're a psychopath!
Savage! That thought makes me want to peel my skin off. If I was that unhinged, I wish I was crushed by a falling house.
I didn't think another human was capable of such inhuman nature.
You guys, you don't do any of that.
We could never dream of something so diabolical. Mass murder, grand theft, tax evasion, sure. But a misdemeanor offense? Pointless meetings?
It's unhinged.
I wouldn't have the stomach for it.
I would melt it to the floor from shame.
I have to be insane!
Well, you know what else I do?
What?
What is it?
Tell us,
We
please!
have to know.
The crime I'm known for committing more than anybody in this country. They, on this planet.
Yes! Please, for the love of God, tell us. Well, due to the new information that has appeared to us, it would appear another member is worthy of the title of worldly member. And I would like to move to formally invite Adriano Valentino as the new head of the Ayres. All in favor? Aye. Well, Don Valentino, would you be willing to be the new head of our organization?
I would be absolutely honored.
Fantastic. We'll get things working for you right away, boss.
Well, don't keep me standing around too long.
Of course not, sir. We would never.
Well, this has been an absolutely splendid series of events.
I completely agree. I'm glad things turned out so well.
I just wish I could thank Lucy for that great idea she gave me that started all this.
Oh! Well, if you agree to fire me and never ask to see me again for as long as you live, I'll get the message to Lucy and she can be back working for you.
Oh, I didn't realize you two was close.
Closer than you'd think.
Well, I'd really appreciate it. It'd be great to have her back.
Done and done, boss!